So how much does energy actually cost? And this is the first of a series looking at the burning question. Are UK bill rises down to green policies? So bills have been rising. This is notional average household bills. But the main reason for that is wholesale gas prices. This is wholesale gas prices over the last 20 years. And you can see that the utility bills follow a very similar pattern. 40% of our electricity is produced from gas, so there's a very strong price relationship there, as well as the direct relationship with gas price for heating. But what makes up the electricity bill? How much do we spend on green measures? Well, this is what it looks like according to the Committee on Climate Change, and we can compare that with data from British Gas. And in fact, you can see that low carbon support measures are about 10%, and efficiency support measures are about 5%. And if you look at the gas bill, it's a very similar story, although the two sources differ on efficiency support here, somewhere between 0.5% and 10%. In total, of the £455 total price rise that we've seen over the 2004 to 2010, £25 or 5% is due to low carbon support, and £49 or 10% is due to efficiency support policies. It's not a big amount. What are we going to see going forward? Well, the broad picture is pretty scary. Wholesale gas prices are expected to carry on going up and remain high. This could change with the onset of shale gas, but most commentators expect shale gas not to make a significant impact in Europe in the foreseeable future. Electricity prices will probably also rise as a result. But why? Well, there are domestic and global factors. The domestic factors are that UK domestic gas production has peaked and is declining very strongly. If you compare that to demand, you can see that we are importing and will need to import a large share of our energy. The same is true of oil, incidentally, where we are importing and will need to import more and more. What are the global factors? World energy demand is rising strongly and should do so in order to bring billions out of poverty. The oil price is high and remaining high despite the current poor economic situation in the West. Indeed, the International Energy Agency say that we are inexorably headed for substantially higher oil prices. And the reason they say this is that peak crude oil production has already occurred in about 2006. And the scary thing about this chart looking forward is how much of this increasing oil production to meet demand actually remains to be found and remains to be developed. There are specific flashpoints and geopolitical issues which mean that oil price and oil supply are increasingly volatile and under threat. These include, of course, unrest in the Middle East and the horrific oppression of citizens by governments there, and flashpoints like the Straits of Hormuz, which carries 60% of the world's oil, and where Iran is threatening to take action in anger and resentment of anti-nuclear sanctions. Overall, of course, we need to keep the lights on. So all of this adds up to rather good reason to continue to go green. And we haven't even talked about the terrifying spectre of climate change. Thank you for watching. There'll be more to follow. Bye.